What's up, Scares Podcast? I got a quick announcement. The 9th annual Rolling in White Adult Skate Party and Toby and Kobe's birthday bash, Saturday, August 19th from 11:30 p.m. to 4:30 a.m. We got some of the baddest skate DJs rocking with us. DJ Killer B from ATL, the legendary Big Bob from Brooklyn, and DJ T Mag from Chicago, and Carolina's Mix King, Young Soul the DJ. Hosting the event, we got D-Breeze from Chi-Town, and also recording and flicking it up all night, we got Skate Mafia from Charlotte, North Carolina. This will be held at United Skates in Raleigh, North Carolina. Admission is $20, and you gotta be 18 and up. So guys, on y'all Instagram, Facebook, any social media, make sure you share. So guys, go ahead and make sure you mark your calendars for the 9th annual Rolling in White Adult Skate Party and Toby and Kobe's birthday bash, Saturday, August 19th at United Skates in Raleigh, North Carolina. Hope to see y'all there. And guys, let's go ahead and get back to the Scares Podcast. Let's go! What's up, everybody? It's your boy Young Saul, aka Supersonic, and welcome to Jody. What are you doing? Y'all, welcome to the podcast, y'all. I cannot do this. My family on here acting a fool. Especially Jody. But yeah, y'all, season 2, episode 6 of the Scares Podcast, and we are back, y'all. And I'm with the fam. I'm with my ATL fam, the legends. Jody is a fool, yo. Like, seriously, y'all not saying how long it took for us to get everything coordinated on this live stream? Like, I don't think I understand. Mama Trish was like, okay, I got it. But Jody,
I tried, y'all. I mean, I had to go back to the old format.
I was like, I said Sunday morning. I said, Lord, please, I know I pray for everything on this podcast to go right. But y'all, I got them here. You guys already know who they are. I got Jody right here for the love of skating. And I got Miss Trish, who does Jive Biscuit. And y'all, I know, listen, their parties be flooded. It be turned. They have made the DJs. And it's just like the energy and the love. And I wanted to get them on the podcast doing that because I wanted to get their, experience and their, taught on, for the skate community and how they throw parties and everything. You know what I'm saying? Because it takes a lot of work. It takes a whole lot of work, a whole lot of planning. And when I tell you, Mama Trish, when I tell you, when that job, when you was going around, up, down, places, running, back, I'm like, she's stressed. But the fact that everything comes out to a beautiful thing at the end of the day, and even you too, like, there's so many things going into, like, the planning the rinks out and people.
Okay, I let Trish start.
So I wanted to get the, you guys.
It's let me say, it's a lot of work. It probably takes you about a year to plan out a really good party. And with the parties, you got to understand, it doesn't just start with your hotels, the meet and greets, the DJs. You got to nurture relationships. You got to think about making sure the skaters are safe, keeping them in the same area. It's a lot that goes on with it. Like, I can't have an event I can't have y'all at the airport and my rink or are all over 40 minutes away, right? And then the meet and greet is another 30 minutes away. It's a lot that you got to really think about in the parties. And thankfully, I've had some great mentors in the game that helped me that I watched, right? And so in turn, you'll see the same kind of thing, like me passing it down to Jody, right? And then Jody taking his reign, and then he's going to have to pass it down and help somebody else. And that's how it kind of works. Like, we're in this all together. It's not easy, but it's not hard either, right? It's about for the love of skating. That's what it's about. And it's about how we, I just generally love skaters. I'm a skater. I've been skating since I was 2 years old. Home rink, Markham, Illinois, right? That's my home rink, okay? And then in Georgia, I've been skating down here since I came down here for college. And when I came down here for college, I stayed in Atlanta. And you grow to love the people here, you grow to love people all over. So that's kind of like, if you ask me about just trying to put stuff together, you gotta think about the skaters. And it's interesting because guess what? Whenever and I'm gonna let Jody speak on his, but whenever me and him talk a lot about what we're planning to do and stuff, the first thing he'll tell you is that he's doing it for the skaters. So it's a shared goal, right? We do this for the skaters.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So like you said, it takes a lot of planning. It takes so much. And you know, me, I learned a lot from Trish, definitely. She's definitely been pouring into me, trying to help me make sure that love of skating is a great event. And like she said, it's definitely passed down. Like she's passing it down to me, and Joy passed it down to her. I mean, it just goes on and on and on and on. And when you plan an event, it takes a lot. It takes a lot of working with parts, DJs, other coordinators, videographers, skaters. It takes everybody to make this dream come true. My vision was to do something in Atlanta that was different. I wanted to have my own twist on For the Love of Skating, and I think for the most part, For the Love of Skating is definitely a growing event in Atlanta. It's definitely things I need to work on, as far as with my team and my staff and the dress, and it's a new process for me. So I'm definitely learning, and I'm taking notes from Trish as she's handing them down to me, and just trying to make my event a better event for the skaters. We definitely we're skaters, first of all, so we know what we like when we travel. So when we travel, we like a certain hospitality, a certain this, a certain that, because we are skaters. We're not just coordinators, we're skaters first, number one. And outside of that, just watching the skaters and the new generation, the older generation, everybody have fun together. It's a new wave out there. Skating is at an all-time high right now, and just to be a part of the skate community and the Black culture of skating is definitely it has impacted my life. And of course, like I'm still I'm learning. So if I made some mistakes along my journey or things I could have did better, believe you me, I'm getting the whooping for it. I'm learning from my mistakes and my growing pains as a new coordinator, but definitely trying to make it a good environment for the skaters. I've learned a lot this year. I learned a lot every year. And my goal is to make it better every year, and to make sure that I do my part as making sure the skaters have a good and safe time here when they come visit us in Atlanta. And I've definitely been taking notes and learning a lot from Trish and OD and all the other great mentors that kind of poured into me and giving me advice on how to do things better as a new coordinator. Of course, Trish, she's definitely, she holds her own. Jai Biscuit is definitely probably the biggest party in Atlanta, and definitely watching her and seeing how she works and do things, and how she interacts with the skaters, and she interacts with the other coordinators, her staff, and everything. I'm definitely taking notes so that I can learn how to be better at what I do and make it better for the skaters when they come to visit For the Love of Skating.
Right. And that's the thing I love about also too about skate coordinators. I love the fact that it's like you guys help each other along the way. And not only that, you guys support one another. Even though you guys are doing different parties, you guys still support one another. And that's a really big thing too. And also, if anything, I see my dad throw big parties down in Raleigh, North Carolina, and I see many people, but the thing is, what gets me is all the time it's like you guys are never always in it for the money. Like that's also what gets makes me you got to never think about that at the end goal. Of course, in the back of mind, but you got to doing it for the love of skaters and for the love of skating.
Not wanting to get into politics, but believe
the whole
that
skate
we definitely do it because we love it, and we love to see the family of skaters. Like when you mentioned Jai Biscuit, it's a skate family reunion. When you mentioned For the Love of Skating, it's for the love of skaters that's coming together. So we definitely do it because we love the culture, and just to be a part of it, to see what we've been doing all our lives grow into crazy expectations, and just to be a part of that, it means the world to us. So believe it, it's definitely not for the money, it's definitely for the culture, and because it takes a lot of work. I mean, it takes a lot of work to have these events.
Most parties, when they start off in the red. They don't even, it takes 4 or 5 years to get positive numbers, and people don't know that. You know what I mean? And
That's what I'm saying.
it takes a lot of our personal income.
Yeah.
I mean, these parties, the big parties, they fronting thousands of dollars first. You know what I mean?
A lot.
Yeah, yeah, a lot of money. You know, the rings ain't like they used to be, where you can pay them at the end of the night. You got to pay for that stuff up front.
Exactly.
So think about it. Yeah, you didn't know that. Yeah, a lot of rings, you got to pay for them rings up front. You know, and it's not always guaranteed what you're gonna get. You know, COVID showed us. You know, they didn't shut Jive down that year, but the week after Jive, everything got shut down. So imagine people that had money out there, right? You know, it can be challenging, and that's a good coordinators and good support. You know what I mean? Makes you come out. You know, Jive wasn't always 1,000 plus. You know what I mean? It started. You was there, very. You know, 200 something people, and you got to work with what you got. Then you got to build it up.
Right. Right.
Oh, there, because my first year of Jive Biscuit Nut was, I believe, 2022. Because I came, yeah, it was 2022 when I came. I had an amazing experience. Well, I tell you, like, the vibe was just up going. And it's just like all these different styles. The rink was fun. The music was good. Brian went down that Saturday. He went down that Saturday. Listen, Jive, listen, a Saturday is all I need. That is all I need. and plus, and like the thing I do, and only that is, I love seeing how, you know, everybody's very like have good conduct at the skate rink. You know what I'm saying? And that's also too, because they know, listen, Mama Trish don't play that, or Uncle Jody, they don't play that. So
it's
like,
a testament that
other
old and young can be in the same rink together and actually skate together. We can do it.
Right.
We can do it. Yes, and have a great time.
Right.
I learned from my elders. You know what I mean? And you know, it's funny because you call me mama. There's a few of them that call me mama now, and it's different because I was your age, you know, going to the national parties, you know, and now we mamas and aunties, and we gotta hold ourselves to certain standards.
Right.
Like I hold you to a certain standard. So you know what I mean? And we just don't have problems. Jody didn't have no problems. We don't have problems like that, and I love that the newer skaters and the older skaters are coming to do just that, have fun.
Right. And yeah, I'm glad too, man, because you being yourself as a new DJ and also a skater as well. So you know both realms. You know the musical side and you know the skating side. So hats off to you. I've been following you. I watch you. You know what's funny?
Right.
I don't know if I want to hear you play music or watch you skate because you do both of them so well. So hats off to you. You definitely, Supersonic is definitely the name for you. When I see you skate, I wish I could skate like that. When I was his age, why can't I do all that stuff? So you definitely talented.
Jody, listen, when I came to Atlanta, we was working together. But not only that, though, I feel like, you know, besides, you know, my skate skill and my DJing talent, whatnot, besides that, think about the people who influence, enhance, and like, you know, I always give gratitude for like, especially, you know, you guys, because you guys been in the game for so long and you guys seen so much, and you guys seen Brian involved. You know, you seen many big DJs in Atlanta involved. But, you know, I feel like for me, because, you know, especially with me being young and to hear legends and like y'all say that, that's very like I feel achievement hearing that. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like, you know, that's why there's many times where I realize like in the skate world, it's like I don't really feel like, because it's like I don't know. It's like, I don't know to choose a DJ. I want to skate. I don't know why I intertwine with that, but I think it's because of the comments that you guys give to me. You know what I'm saying? And that's very like, you know, that just feels so good, especially coming from my family like y'all. You know what I'm saying? I love
watching you skate just kind of sets me back. Like when I was younger, I was like, you know, I put myself in the shoes. I'm like, man, he's skating for me right now, because those are all the things that I wanted to do, or some of the stuff that I could do or wanted to do. You definitely amaze me. You take it to another level.
Yeah.
Like You definitely take it
And
to another
then
level.
on the DJ tip, man, you came down here and murdered First Fridays. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm telling you, you're gonna see me pop up somewhere. You ain't gonna expect me. I think it's amazing. You got like, man, when you think about y'all futures, oh my God, 20 years from now, y'all gonna be the ones they call Unc and Pops and all this other stuff. And it's come so fast. Brian was younger than you when he started with Jive Biscuit. Some of the parties he wasn't even old enough to get in, and he was DJing.
Right.
And you right doing the same thing. Talented skater. Shoot, I don't see why you can't do both. I ain't gonna lie. You just talented, baby.
I mean, and you know what?
Don't restrict
It's a lot
yourself.
of
You talented.
talent like that too. Like Dream,
Mm-hmm.
he's a great DJ and an amazing
Mm-hmm.
skater as well. You got DJ D, he's an amazing DJ and a great skater. You got Ali Al, all just about, y'all know both sides of the story. So much talent.
Makes you a better DJ in my eyes. Yeah, makes you a better
Because back
DJ
in
because
the
you
day,
know all the. Yeah,
yeah,
go
back in the day, we
ahead.
didn't have it both ways. He was either the DJ or either the skater. It was one or the other. So you didn't see him doing both. So.
Right, right.
And that's just that's what I'm saying too. I love when OGs really kind of like, also just be like, hey, like that young cat's doing it. He's involved and I see you grow. And then me and Miss Trish was just talking off the pod, and she was just saying like, hey, I maybe got something for you next year, or hey, like when you have those opportunities, and you guys know that when I come to my OGs, I always respect them with the love and just like thank you, like you know what I'm saying, and guys, as you know, I'm turning 18 next month. So, Miss Trish, like, they got me into some, like, parties. And shout out to
Mm-hmm.
also Project Lady T for also, enhancing that connection. You know what I'm saying? And that I feel like that's a major blessing because, and plus to be grateful for. But I feel like maturity comes a long way with that and how you treat people.
Know
You know what I'm
your
saying? And plus treat
daddy.
people how you
We
want to
know
be
your
treated.
daddy.
So
Your daddy
that's
was
why
a
I
brother to
also
me
take my hat off.
forever.
Yeah.
Right.
You
Yeah. And you
know,
know what?
that's important. It's like a family. You know what I mean? And you always handled yourself accordingly. You was there to skate. That's what
His daddy,
you there for.
he
Skate.
when he come out, he brings out
That's
everything
it.
that goes with his DJing. He's professional. He's ready. It's like he put himself in position in the direction that he's going. So, and
Yeah.
you definitely going to the top, family, for real. You're amazing. And it breaks and just to hear that you finna turn 18 and can skate like that.
Oh man. Oh man. You're not even at the top of your game yet. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait to see.
Right. Because, no, because I mean, like I said, like I've been like you guys, y'all been going to skate parties at like 16, all them like them young ages too. So I mean, just to see how I feel, and I know you guys can definitely capitalize on how I feel. But I thank y'all so much. That really touched my heart, y'all. But what's like one of y'all biggest challenges? Like biggest challenges, like just trying to like throw a skate party. Besides, like what is that
for me
main thing? Was
is
just like like
working
hell
on
breaking.
getting people in the building faster. Like that's the everyday. Thanks to Trish this year, I had 2 great nights. I had some hangups at Cascade. With my doors, with some of my VIP doors moving. My staff got stuck in traffic a little bit, so I had a few hangups. But definitely always working on getting the skaters in. Like getting them in faster, because we don't want you spending your time in line. We want you spending your time in the rinks, especially when you come to visit us in Atlanta. So that's one thing. And another one for me is making sure that I'm on the court with all my staff. Making sure that we all together. So that my staff can handle their business and relax. I can handle my business and relax, and everybody just have a good chill night on such a busy night. It's enough of us there. So my growing pains is definitely working better with my staff and with the rinks. Just making sure that I do things accordingly to make sure that the skaters feel they just do when they come visit us. Like me, my pet peeve is I don't like long waits and lines and that like that. So we worked really hard this year with Trish to move these lines. I can say one of the nights at Cascade, it wasn't you know, as fast as I wanted it to be. But for the most part, the whole weekend, we had the lines moving real fast and everything was on point. So I say the two things that get me, and I don't want to jinx myself, so I'm not going to say one, but just making sure that my staff is on the court with me and the team, and making sure that the skaters are the lines are moving real fast and getting the skaters in the building so they don't have to spend a lot of time outside. That's one thing.
Jody not going to pat himself on the shoulder, but at Golden Glide, we had everybody in within 45 minutes. And,
Yeah.
I kept asking, was the line, so he did a great job. You know, we had some hiccups some other places, but one of the reasons why y'all got in so fast at Smyrna on Sunday is because Jody came up with a way, like that day, to get everybody in a little bit faster because of the issues with the
QR code.
You have to now get the QR code. You have to sign a waiver. You know, like in Ohio and everywhere else. Well, Smyrna now you have to sign waivers, and most of the rinks are going to that, so everybody be prepared. But that wasn't something that Jody was the first one in Atlanta to have to deal with that. And he came up with a pretty inventive way to get everybody through, and they did not have a long line. And it could have been bad, but, I mean, he was out there really working the party and making sure that people had the QR code to get signed up before they got to the door.
Right.
So hats off to Jody. He wasn't even in there when we started the party. He was outside working, trying to get everybody in there. So a lot of people don't know. That's the behind stuff with skate coordinators that you don't know. You may find out something the night before, and then you got to go react and get it fixed. So, yeah, hats off to Jody for that.
Oh, thank you.
I have different stuff, I think, right? So 17 years in, right? 17 years in. Thank you so much.
Years in, y'all.
One of my biggest things that I cannot control is the weather.
That's what I was going to say. I didn't want to jinx it. That's why I didn't say it. Rain. Yeah.
Our party is in February. And one year we went from probably having about 800 people to dropping to it's snowing. Everybody has to get in cars to get here, including my staff. And that was not, you know, it was a hard call. There's a counterparty that's during the same time in Atlanta, a step-up event. They canceled there. But I had too many people that said, nope, we coming. I mean, I literally had a count going. Let me know if you're coming. If it gets, or if it's not safe, like I told people not to come. Don't come. Okay? But we had Milwaukee showed up deep. Do you know they drove through all that snow?
Wow.
From Milwaukee, Chicago showed up deep. Can I tell you that was probably one of the best? And now, remember we talked about that money. That wasn't a money year, okay? But that was you know what I did? I called the caterer. I need you to cut half of the food.
Mm-hmm.
I need this to change, you know what I mean? And you have these relationships where they know you're going to keep working with them every year, but as long as I gave them advance notice, because we knew the snowstorm was coming, you know. And then I had some key people that always support Jive to come. My team canceled their flights. They drove down, and we had a great party. This was like the early years of Jive, like 4 or 5, somewhere around there. So every year I had to worry about it. And Arson, I have to worry about Arson and Joe getting in. Arson probably is the biggest one I have to worry about, because if it's snow up that way, I got to have a backup DJ. So I always, I never tell anybody who it is, but I always have a backup DJ. For years, one of the backup DJs was Soul, and I'm forgetting somebody, and he gonna kill me if he know that I forgot him. West Coast DJ. Oh my God. Anyway, oh my God, I can't believe it. They did my shirt. Why I can't think of who it is.
Bowen. Who is
No.
I know who my backups are.
I'm gonna say his name because he was in Atlanta. You know who I'm talking about. He moved out the Oh my God, y'all. Anyway.
Atlanta?
He did shirts. He used to do my job biscuit shirts. He married to KP. Oh my God. Spin.
Spin.
Years. For years. So a lot of people didn't know that. You know, Spin did my shirts for years, and then he handed it off to Ivan. Okay? And that's how Ivan got it. We switched up like that. But the Spin was like my backup DJ. So if somebody didn't show up, then you know, for flight reason or they wasn't there, so it's always important to have a backup DJ. Spin was ready to spin. And then one year it really got to crunch time where we didn't think Arson was gonna make it. And I had hired Soul that year to be the backup DJ, and he was really about to play. And then somehow Arson made it in. So weather has been because I'm a February party. You just don't know in Atlanta. We can get snow in March.
And that's what I tell people about Atlanta. Like, we like to do a lot of outside activities, but a lot of times rain will bust out of nowhere in Atlanta. I don't care what day it is. We'll get I pray, that's the Lord, please, can we not have no showers doing level skating? So we had showers right after or before, because when we plan, we try to plan accordingly, because we try to be on the inside. Because out of nowhere, we at the park and it's a thunderstorm just out of nowhere, you know. So it's kind of hard to dictate the rain in Atlanta, even if it's summertime. No matter what time it is, the weather is very unpredictable in Atlanta. For the most part, we have good weather, but out of the blue, we have a rain or a good shower or just extremely cold, just out of the blue. So
imagine snow.
Yeah, or snow.
When it snow here, it's shut down and you ain't going nowhere. So you can be down here for a skate party if you want to. But if it's snow, we not going nowhere. We go skate at the hotel. That's what's going to happen.
No, but for sure though, and like also too, not only that, it's just like you want to make sure all skaters, because don't forget, like you got skaters coming from everywhere, so you want to make sure they come in safe. A lot of them be on the road, they come back down late at night, all that, and that takes a lot. You know what I'm saying? And it's a blessing that Jive and everything just went good last year. You know what I'm saying? Y'all make sure I got there extra early. See, my brother didn't want to stay and come back later because it was like the hour just. I think it was like
we skated from 12 at night to 7 in the morning. The main event.
Yeah, and my brother, right? My brother, and my mom was like, yeah, it's like that long, so I'm just come probably like at 1. I was like, y'all, I'm sorry, I can't miss no time. Like I got to see her early that line. And I know that she'd be working, so I'm like, I'm gonna leave.
Skated that year. You skated all night because they didn't stop at 7. They stopped like at 8 or 8:30, right? I was gone. I was like, I'm sleepy. But the owner, Robert Mason, he was like, let them skate. I said, what? He was like, let them skate.
Hey, that's one thing I can say about Golden Glide. If the vibe is right in there and energy is good, Miss Robert gonna be like, let him skate. He gonna be like, let him skate. Let him skate. He's always, one thing I can say, he's always been like, even through COVID, he allowed a few of us to come skating. He had the building spray, sanitize, mask, and he allowed a few of us to come skating. And that was part of the reason of how I started for the level skating. Because at Golden Glide, he would definitely, if the vibe is right and people are having a good time, he's not going to cut the session. He's going to let them skate.
That's a blessing. That's a blessing. That's so good. That's why it's like, I realize what you guys saying. It's always good to have that foundation to connect to with like a lot of people. Because I'm saying, like, I can't probably name or say how many connections you guys have with just people, hotel rooms, say catering.
Caterers, the vendors, the videographers, the photographers. You can keep going on.
Big shout out to Special K. That's my vendor for 2 years now running. I definitely want to give her flowers. Big shout out to Special K. She comes through every year. She makes it happen. So I'm definitely going to give her flowers right now while I'm on this live. And so many others that came through for the level skating. But my vendor, she's been with me 2 years now, and she's definitely the bomb. Or maybe 3. Is it been 3? Maybe 3.
Who is that?
Yeah. Decatur, special K.
Okay, I'm shouting out mine too, because Karen been with me over. Ooh, she the one that do the chicken and waffles, y'all. We do the breakfast. We do breakfast on Saturday night. So that way y'all don't have to
Whoa!
go stop
What?
at IHOP or Waffle House on the
Right.
way back.
Oh.
Yeah, we do breakfast. We've been doing breakfast for years. So shout out to Karen. I'm gonna make sure she see this too.
You tell when you got when your towel say Jive Biscuit. This was 2 years ago. Towel like when your towel say
Thank
Jive
you.
Biscuit.
I cannot with him. I cannot. You better be glad I can't go in
Wow.
the room and
Y'all,
wake somebody up so I can get my
y'all
love
know
and
I'm
cake.
different. Y'all know I'm different around here. Yeah. I'm gonna give y'all the whole thing, shoulder sleeve,
We
everything.
see
Jive
you.
Biscuit. Here we go. Y'all know it's the hoodie apparel. So when that
That's
Jive
one of my
Biscuit merch come out,
favorite ones too.
make sure
That's one
y'all
of my
get your
favorite
merch.
ones.
Get your Jive Biscuit merch. Trust
Shout
me,
out
it's
to
gonna be
Ivan, man. Ivan has been doing my Spin did the if you really follow Jive Biscuit, we had like the sports shirt, like the baseball look for a while. And then you started seeing it change around year 10.
Ooh.
That's when Ivan jumped in. And then we've been having different you've seen like the JB. So the style kind of changes every 5 years. We give you a chance to get used to it, and then we change it up a little bit. So shout out to him. He had us with the trucker hats last year. He was the one. Spin brought the hoodies.
Ooh.
And remember, Spin used to do the stuff on the back and all for the hoodies. Ivan just kind of just took off in another direction. And if I didn't have them, I wouldn't be able to do like my promo stuff and all that, because they really put a lot of hard work into it. And we talk about it. I designed last year's.
Oh yeah. I
Yes,
got.
I
I
did.
don't want. I got it. I don't want to take off and leave
You
right
did?
quick. So I'm gonna try to
Actually.
stay in front of the camera, but definitely make sure
Yeah.
get your merch. I
Yep.
can't wait until the next 4, 5, 6 months when I drop my new shirt. It's gonna be so amazing. I want to just do a sneak preview of it, but I'm gonna be patient. I'm gonna wait it out because I'm so excited about the new colors that's coming out. Like I'm so excited. You know what? I really want to see what
Yeah.
Jive Biscuit new one go because I don't have a sneak preview of that, y'all.
I'm not telling. It's in the work. It's in the work.
So if
It's
they
in the
ask
work.
me, I do not have
Yeah,
a sneak
everybody
preview.
nothing.
And nothing changed. I don't put nothing out until January. That's when I put it out. But I think y'all will be pleasantly surprised. I think you will find out that coordinators do work together, even if we're in different cities and states.
Yes.
That's all I'm going to say.
Oh, we do. Listen. We really do. We really do. Real quick, while
And
we slide,
y'all
what's
know
the
the month of February is hot.
Oh,
I'm sorry. That's a hot month for parties.
Yes.
I'm just saying.
Oh, quickly, and I don't want to lose sight right quick. We also launched First Friday right here in Atlanta, Georgia. So let me speak on that. We have First Friday, and what First Friday is a collaboration between For the Love of Skating and Jive Biscuit. And what we do, we try to bring different DJs in every month. So if you had a certain DJ that you wanted to hear, you didn't get a chance to hear, or you wanted to hear play, our ears are open, and we definitely bringing different DJs in. I think this month of July, we have Young Styles coming in, and I think it's gonna be Young Styles and Ham. So we try to bring in different DJs every month. So if you want to hear a different DJ, you got a special request of a DJ that you want to hear, definitely hit us in our inbox. Our ears are open, and we try to bring a little bit of different flavor. So at least we know once a month you're gonna get a different DJ. You're gonna get different DJs. We definitely doing it at Golden Glide. Big shout out to Golden Glide for having us and letting us have First Friday. But it's a lot of first everything's in Atlanta right now. But we trying to make First Friday be one on top. So if y'all definitely want to visit throughout the year and don't want to wait till Jive Biscuit or either For the Love of Skate, you can definitely visit us at First Friday. First Friday.
And just to piggyback on that just a little bit, one of the things that me and Jody talked about, because if people don't know, me and Jody have known each other for years. He teases me because my last name used to be Allen, and we was cousins, right? So back in I'm gonna say back in the day a little bit, right? There was some Atlanta skaters that started Friday nights at Golden Glide.
Right.
And that thing grew to something epic, right? Friday nights at Golden Glide is where you saw everybody, your skate style, whatever, okay? That was the place to be every Friday night,
Right.
okay? Things have changed over time, and it's not like that anymore at Golden Glide. And Golden Glide is like, Golden Glide and Smyrna are like my home rinks, right? And so, and this is not a coordination party for us to make money, okay? Because we don't, okay? This party is for all of us to come back and skate together again.
Right.
Because you got your JB session somewhere, you got your New York session somewhere. So when you come that night, do not expect one certain style. It's for everybody to come back and skate together again.
Right.
Because we just don't. Atlanta is so blessed with having so many rinks and so many sessions. We can go to whatever. I can go to a session and not see people for months.
Right.
And it didn't need to be that. Friday used to be the night we saw everybody.
Everybody.
So
Yeah.
that's another main reason. And what better place to do it at Golden Glide? And you never know, we might pop up somewhere else.
Right.
Okay, too. But for right now, we have First Fridays. And right now, it's been epic. We have had really good group of people coming out. And we celebrated DJ Yoga's birthday one month. You came out. I mean, let's go.
Right.
Wait, what do you?
Yeah, definitely. We definitely bring the energy back. Like she said, First Friday was all Friday nights. The college night was what they called it. It was just epic, and it's like it's a lot of skating going on. It's a lot of rinks. It's a lot of sessions, but we definitely putting the energy back. First Friday and every Friday at Golden Glide. We definitely want to see that place. Be that place where we all come back and meet again and have a good time. Everybody skate together. Just bring that energy back like we had it before, or like it used to be before. Yeah.
Wow. I love that. That's what I'm saying. Mixing the old school, the OGs, and that's what I'm saying. That entwine is so beautiful. And also, too, what I love about that, you guys make such a good, safe space for many skaters to also come into those rinks. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, let me tell you something. You know what I love about when I first went to Sparkles in Smyrna, the first time I went, and I think I was DJing. Right, I was DJing because I did Kojak Lady T's MLK Skate Jam party. Did that. And I think that same night, I just came in, everybody was greeting me, like, you did amazing this. And then I met the owner. Shout out to the owner.
Richie. Oh, okay.
Mr. Richie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, he was like, I heard many good things about you. And like, it was so beautiful. And this is the main thing I love about the rink. They pray. Like, they have a whole praying part where it's like,
on that pray
no wonder why this ring is so legendary.
And that was passed down from Trish because I was outside and I was working the line at Jive Biscuit, and all of a sudden I seen everybody come together, hands together, and I seen her and her team have a prayer. So I did it this year at Golden Glide, and that's like when you say stuff is passed down, that was passed down.
And that was passed down from Joy when I worked on her team. Mm-hmm. So now y'all know that before Skate-a-thon, before every session, everyone in the building has to come together and pray.
Right.
We do it at Giant Biscuit, and Jody does it at For the Love of Skate.
Right. And
so we always start.
And that's when I
every
seen
session
Trish,
with prayer.
When I saw Trish do that, like I was like, wow, everybody together. And you know, I'm a praying man, so you know, I'm not perfect, but I'm definitely a praying man. So when I saw that, it always stayed with me. So I made sure when enough of us was there, and right before the session, we wanted to bless the session in and bless the session out. We want to bless the skaters that made it here safely. We want to make sure that everybody got here safely and everybody get back home to their family safely. So that's that prayer. To me, I know prayer works. I'm a praying man. So, and I seen Trish. I saw Trish do it, and I got it from her. It trickled down to me.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. Love that, because it does. I don't know why, but it's just a peace in the room. Like, it's like a peace and just like a blessing. Like, I just love that, and it's like I don't know, when we did that prayer,
it sets the tone, right? It sets the tone.
Everything was just like amazing, and it's so like that's what
Yeah.
that's what I was gonna say. It's like I was like, do I want to go to college in Atlanta? Because I mean, you know,
Yeah.
but I just love that, and
Yeah,
that's why I feel like
they have
Sparkles
a
to me
prayer
is like
session
my favorite ring in
at
Atlanta. It
Sparkles
just is. You know what I'm
before
saying?
they
And
right in between the session, they make sure when everybody get there, they get to praying.
Mhm.
And I think that's important. I think a lot of that, not to get off the topic, but back in the day, you know, we had prayer in school when we was coming up, you know, and I think back we get back
Yeah.
to some of those old roots that we
wow,
grew up off of. I think, you know, stuff would be a lot better because you can't, some things you just can't take out the equation. And the good Lord is one of them. So he
That's
blessed
right.
us this far.
you can't.
And if you want to be honest, it's a lot of us not here today. You know, so I'm very thankful to be here, you know, and I'm learning from my mistakes and my problems every day. But I know I have that person that I can call on, you know. So it,
Yeah, I love it. And that's what I'm saying. When y'all do these skate parties, I mean, I know that
And
you're gonna
all through the
bring
party.
can
What
I
you
can I
talking
can I
about?
share
5,
something with you,
to
Super
10,
Sunday?
maybe
I'm gonna
more.
share something with you right quick.
I'm cooking, y'all, so forgive me.
Every year, okay, I'm
That-
gonna share something with you right quick. Every year, this is one of my Bibles. It's called the Good News
Okay.
Bible. So every year, I write down in this Bible the things that I want to do better for my skating event and stuff. I'm gonna share this with you right quick on the slide. But
Oh,
this is some of my words and stuff right here. I write it down every year, and I say, Lord, you know, help me with this, and I want to make sure everybody's safe, and I want to have a safe event. So that's something that I traditionally do every year. Every year, outside of my regular praying, I put it in the Bible exactly what I want. I manifest what I want to happen that year, and then whatever, and that's where I keep it at.
okay.
Yeah, I love that
You
because
got
Amen
to,
to that.
what I learned too, you gotta be specific for what you ask for God, and you gotta be clear. You gotta be
yeah.
clear and
Amen.
say it exactly
and,
how
and, and,
it needs to
and
be
for the
done.
most
You know what
part,
I'm saying?
he's
And
blessed
he going.
me, and
That's a good part. He
through good and
going.
bad, you know, as a
Yep.
coordinator, I'm not perfect. I know I've made mistakes. So if any skaters I made any mistakes with, I apologize. I love you guys, but just understand that I'm working and trying to make it better, and I'm learning at the same time. So my job is to make it better and to
Right.
and to keep learning. You know, and it's a lot of responsibility on me having a new event, and it's a good size event, you know. And I just, you know, my job is to keep on pulling Trish's hair out till I get everything, you know. So just
Right.
learning
So
from her, you
I'm
know,
just playing.
and learning how to do it better, and just, you know, just following this tradition, you know, because I want to definitely be one of the other spokespersons for Atlanta, Georgia, because skating is on the map in Atlanta. Let me say that first of all. People want to come visit us in Atlanta, and we want to give you a good
Yes.
reason to come visit us in Atlanta. Definitely.
Right. And it builds so many platforms, and
Mm-hmm.
it put a lot of skaters out to do bigger things. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like Atlanta gives a huge, especially like Cascade, Sparkles, go like those. Like when you get posted or when you get people see you skate, like I mean, there's like celebrities to come out to them skate rinks, and they be like, "Oh, okay, yeah, I see. I'm gonna use him for a show. I'm gonna use him for a commercial." And now that's why I feel like Atlanta's a very good
I want to,
hotspot
and I
for
want to
that.
give a
If you
shout
want to
out too,
like,
real quick. Big
involve,
shout out
like,
to
have a good
DJ
skate
Young
career too.
Styles, and big shout out to Prodigy. They rocked it this year. They was with some veteran DJs, and they held their own. They did a good job.
Hey,
I want to give all my DJs a shout out, but to the two newest members, first time rocking with For the Love of Skate, and I want to let them know that y'all did a great job. I heard from the other DJs, the veteran DJs, Dream and Austin, all the other veteran DJs. They said that you guys rocked it. So big shout out to you guys, Prodigy and Young Styles. Y'all keep rocking. Y'all did a great job.
All your DJs
Hmm?
murdered it. I was so mad I couldn't skate. I finally got to skate one day on Sunday, but ooh wee, that music was fire. When I can go to a party and the energy is just like you just want to keep going, like you don't want to get off the floor. Like if I was skating, I probably wouldn't have got off the floor because it just was the energy. And yo, he brought in the legend Nile. Oh,
Yes, now
yeah,
did his
oh,
thing. You know
I
what?
was just so to see him. Oh my God. And he don't come out like to national parties like that. So remember those relationships that I was telling you about?
Mhm.
You know, and it was so good to see him. And then him and Arson playing together with him, that was like, and I'm not knocking the other ones because I had an amazing time with everybody. Everybody did good. I went all
Big
nights
shout
except
out.
for
Yeah.
Tuesday. And I told Ali Al I wasn't gonna make it because I was done. But I mean, all the DJs just came in with such positive energy,
Man, I
and you
gotta
got Arson and Nile on the same night.
I
Oh
gotta,
my
I gotta,
God,
I gotta, I
it was
gotta, I gotta give a shout out
awesome.
to Yoga and 23 for
Did
that pre
great.
warm up. They rocked it. They did a really good job. I definitely want to take my hat off to Dream for coaching the first night, the first official Friday night. Dream and his team, him, Money Mike, and Young Styles. You know,
It rocked it.
Dream was my quarterback, and he definitely did his thing. Big shout out to Arson and Now and Ham for Saturday night. We coming back with Miss Tone, Prodigy, and Killer B. I'm talking about, and then we ended Ali Al. Thank you so much. Ali Al did his thing. You know what? Ali Al really did his thing on Monday. So we got something special planned this year. We're not gonna talk about it yet because it's way too soon. But we got something special planned with Ali Al for next year. So be on the lookout for it.
They all did amazing. They all
They
did
did.
amazing.
They
That's
did.
good.
They brought it. They brought their A game to Atlanta. You know.
Oh, and, okay. So I'm just pubbing his party just because it was just there. But yo, that meet and greet. I mean, the day party. The two had me acting up. They had me
I
dance. I was like,
saw
why are
that.
people sitting
Oh,
down? Because this music is fire.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry. Shout out to the
Black Label.
DJ from Florida. Nope, go back.
Oh, go ahead.
There was somebody that opened to put toots in them. She from Florida.
You talking about Ty?
What?
Little Ty.
What's her name?
I think it was Ty. Ty opened for them.
Okay, whoever the DJ, the girl DJ from Florida, oh, she was fire.
Oh yeah, she opened for them.
And let me tell you, she opened, and then she was their hype man. Oh, she was rocking it. You hear me? And Ali Alice.
Okay. I think talking about, yeah.
Ali Alice anyway with
day
party.
What's her name? Give me her name. Give me her name.
Short haircut.
Oh yeah, she did. You know what? That's my girl. She got a Spread Love clothing line. She got the Spread Love.
I don't know.
She gonna kill me.
Oh, she
gonna kill me because
her name is on the top of my.
Yeah, she gonna kill me.
Yo, she was like the best hype man ever, and I mean every song she knew, and the twins
AJ.
was killing it.
You're talking about AJ.
Okay, and then Ali Al came behind her. I thought that was awesome. And then the crowd, you know how they come in, they don't want to dance and stuff. I was like, okay, whatever. So they did, right away. But man, they got on them. They got that music going. The place was amazing. So shout out to all the people that did your meet and greets and stuff like that because they really did an amazing
I didn't want to leave Black Label out too because Black Label was rocking with Arson at the meet and greet.
Yeah. Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah, and then the day parties when
you know Arson anyway.
Yeah, we had it was a good weekend, but trust you me, we're working to make it better. We're gonna change some things this year. So I'm talking to Trish. We're going in our bag. We're trying to rearrange some things and do some different stuff. You know, it's gonna be year 5 coming up, so definitely want to be looking forward to some new things to do.
That's a milestone.
I try to keep everybody next to the mall. As y'all can see, I put y'all hotel right in the middle of the mall parking lot. So try to keep, something close, but we definitely working now to make some changes for next year.
that's amazing. I love that. And guys, not only that, I'm just happy that I got my family out here. And we got to do a part 2 because we have so much to talk about.
Anytime.
Can I give a shout out? Big shout out to Richard Humphrey. Big shout out to Ash, coming from London. Big shout out to everybody that pulled up. Pittsburgh in the building, Flojo. Everybody, big shout out to everybody that pulled up. Thank you so much for pulling up. Big shout out to Trish quarterbacking with me, helping me get it right. She said she wasn't gonna let me fail, and I trust her to that word all the way to the top. So big shout out to everybody that was on the team. Love, Deja, everybody, Jessica, I mean everybody. Just big shout out to everybody. I got one name in particularly that I want to give a special shout out to, and that's Candace. Candace is my go-to girl. I might not get it right all the time, but I depend on Candace more than you could ever imagine at my skating events. She's like the other half of me, and she's keeping me in line, and as well as keeping everybody in line and making sure that the event runs smoothly. So God bless me with her, and I just want to say thank you, Candace, from the bottom of my heart. You mean so much to me and the team, and I just wanted to put that out there. I want to definitely put that out there. Thank you, Sarah, Shane, Bilal, E-Love, everybody, Killer B, everybody that played a part, all my videographers, everybody that played a part in making this vision come true. I just want to make sure that I say thank you. And if I missed you, thank you. And definitely thank you, skaters, for pulling up and having a good time and rocking with us in Atlanta. I hope to see you guys back at Jive Biscuit, and then see you guys back again at For the Love of Skating, or whatever events that we have going on in Atlanta. I'll definitely be present to be there to come chop it up with you. So just want to say thank you, and thank you to everybody that poured into For the Love of Skating to help me create this vision for the skaters.
Can I say something?
Mm-hmm.
I'll hurry up, I promise. Mine gonna be shorter than Jody's. Jody be going, he be remembering everybody. So this is how I do mine. Thank you, my son, because only certain people call me mama. Okay, thank you for bringing us on. I appreciate that. It you know, from my eyes, I always be like, why don't you people be like Trish, Jive Biscuit? I'd be like, look, I'm working. You know, I never. Sometimes it's hard to receive flowers, right? And so it's nice to be thought of and saying, giving some praises. So I appreciate that. I appreciate all the skaters that come out and support. Is no Jive without you, period. My team is amazing. They know it. I tell them every chance that I get. They just amazing. And one fun fact that we didn't talk about, I want to make sure I mention. Killer B has been with me 17 years. So he has been DJing with Jive Biscuit 17 years.
Yes.
And I think maybe Bob or Arson or one of them got numbers like that. But for him to be so young and have numbers like that, he started with me very young. And that's the caliber of people that I have working with me with Jive Biscuit. And they believe in a dream, right? And they've helped me fulfill it. So I am definitely appreciative of that. And all the skaters behind. There's a lot of people. It takes a village.
What?
It's a village.
This much.
It takes a village.
This much.
It takes you know, you know, no, it's no secret that Chicago supports Jive Biscuit 100%. And there's people out of that city that help Jeremy, Ivan. It's just people that really help, that promote this. So I just say thank you. And nephew, you know, your daddy too. I say nephew, but you call me mama. I'm sorry. But your daddy, you know, me and your daddy been rocking for a long time. And I can't even remember Jive Biscuit where I didn't see him. I don't remember one. And I can remember us meeting in Rolling in Carolinas. I met him in Rolling in Carolinas. And I swear I think they had the flyer on Microsoft Word. So it was just a Microsoft Word document. I still have it. I know I do. But like, we go that far back. So now I know his son. And his son is interviewing me on live.
Ain't that something?
See how God works?
Ain't that something?
See how God works? Yeah.
And listen, he's so talented. I love him to death. I like to watch him skate. We skated last time. We just skated together at Skate Zone. And I was like, come on, let's go. And I seen him slow it down a little bit for me. He toned it down just a little bit. I seen him pull the guns back just a little bit to slow it down for me. But I appreciate I had a good skate with him. He definitely the truth. And y'all know what? I'm gonna get one other shout out. I got to give a big shout out to Dorisha. She went over and beyond to run around for the love of skating, to make things happen as far as the awards and shirts and picking up stuff in the book bags. I got to give a shout out to Dorisha. She ran around the clock trying to make sure that we had enough stuff to give to the skaters. So I don't want to get chewed out after the interview, but thank you, Trish, for holding my hand and walking with me and showing me the things that was passed down to you, and still working with me currently to make sure that I get it right. So thank you. I want to give you that much, and thank you, young man, for this interview. You amazing skater. I wish I could skate like you. I wish that, first and foremost, but I clearly I can't, but I wish I can. But I know you're a skater